Now, October 10th is observed as World Mental Health Day. The annual awareness program brings attention to mental health issues and how they affect people. Our next report gets you more.
If someone asks, "How are you?" by default our answer is mostly "I'm fine" or "I'm good." But what if you're not? You don't have to say you're fine if you're not. It is human to not be all right all the time, and it is essential we talk about it. We seek help when we break a bone or injure ourselves. Why don't we do the same when our heart is broken or when we're low? We choose to take a sick leave for our physical health, but what about our mental health? Today is World Mental Health Day. This year, the theme is Make Mental Health and Well-Being for All a global priority. The day was first celebrated in 1992 as a means of generating awareness for mental health issues. It was also celebrated to help remove the stigma attached to poor mental health. We talk about conquering outer space, but we are losing a battle with our minds. Why is mental health a taboo? It kills at least 800,000 people every year. Over 300 million people are suffering from depression. Over 260 million are living with anxiety disorders, and then there are people living with both. Dementia affects about 55 million people, bipolar disorder about 40 million people. Mental health is a silent pandemic and it is killing us. The COVID-19 pandemic has worsened this crisis. Estimates say anxiety and depressive disorders rose more than 25% during the first year of the pandemic. The pandemic led to mental health services being severely disrupted, and the treatment gap for mental health conditions has widened. Social stigma and discrimination can add to the suffering and disability associated with mental health issues. This can lead to people committing suicide. We can fight it and we can stop it. World Mental Health Day is one initiative to combat this. For starters, we can encourage having conversations about mental health. From primetime television and newspaper headlines to dinner tables. Mental health is something that people must be comfortable talking about. We must understand that depression, anxiety is not a taboo. The next step, to not hesitate in seeking help. We live highly stressful lives. Deadlines at work, fleeting relationships, pressure from social media, there's a lot of it. And there's nothing wrong in suffering from anxiety or depression. The problem begins when we hide it. Half of all mental illnesses begin at the age of 14. Most cases go undetected or untreated. The result? Suicide. The leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds. Though global suicide rates have been on the decline, the WHO says that over 700,000 people still take their own lives every year. Suicide attempts vary by age, but every segment of society is affected. Mental health issues need to be diagnosed early to prevent the loss of life. This Mental Health Day, let's vow to be more kind to each other. Let us try to be more aware of mental health issues. Let us try to understand each other better. And let's try to break the stigma around mental health. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.